Okay, so we're looking at reducing balance loans. So this is when you buy something, you basically borrow money to buy something and you pay it off over time. So each, month, week, whatever it is, for example, some interest is added on, which it increases the amount that you've borrowed, and then you repay it, which reduces the balance, hence the name reducing balance loans. Your repayment must be bigger than the interest, otherwise you're not paying off the loan. So here's an example. $20,000 is borrowed at 3.6% per annum with monthly repayments of $500 per month. How much is still owing after the 3 months? So let's look at our rate of our interest there. Now 3.6% as a decimal is 0.036. It is monthly, so divide it by 12. And that gives us 0.003. Just do that in your calculator if you need to, it's the easiest way. So let's have a look per month. So our A1 is the amount at the end of the first month. We've got that $20,000 that we borrowed. That's earned some interest over the month. That was a whole month ago we borrowed that. And now we're going to pay off $500. If you put that in your calculator, we now owe 19560. Okay, our A2, the amount at the end of the second month, is the previous amount that we owed, which has now earned some interest, and we take off another 500. Now that gives us our recurrence relation right there. Our AN is equal to the previous amount times our 1.003 minus 500. So remember, in your calculator you could go answer button times 1.003 minus 500 and just keep pressing equals and equals and equals for as many times as you need to. But in this particular case, that's 19560, 1.003 minus 500, and that gives us still outstanding 1911868. Okay, and our A3, again from our recurrence relation, it's that A2 with some interest on it, the previous amount plus interest, minus our 500, which is that 19118.68 with interest, minus 500. And that now leaves us owing $18,676 and 4 cents after 3 months. Now for this type of problem, we can also find ourselves using tables. Okay, there is a table in your textbook. Now what you'll see here is that this table gives the monthly loan repayments on a $1,000 loan. Okay, and that's really important that it's 1,000. So in this example, we've got $5,000 is borrowed over 5 years at 2.5% per annum. Calculate the amount of each monthly repayment, and that's what a table gives us, monthly repayments. So 5 years, 2.5%. So our term is 5 years. Our interest rate per annum is 2.5%. $17.75 for each $1,000. Okay, so for $1,000 from the table, our repayments would be $17.75 per month. But because it's $5,000, let's just times that by 5. And that gives us per month $88.75. So that table's pretty useful. Now we could be asked, what is the total amount to be repaid? Now it's 5 years and it's monthly. So the term of our loan is that 5 years, 12 months a year, it's 60 months. Okay, 60 months. We need 60 of these payments. So the total amount to be repaid is $88.75 per month times 60 months. And that gives us a grand total of $5,325. Now what you can see here, we borrowed $5,000. We paid back $5,325. So our interest was the $325. We're now asked the flat rate of interest on the loan. So the total interest was that 5,325 minus the 5,000, which equals $325. Now per annum, it's that 325 divided by the 5 years, because a flat rate of interest is always calculated per year. So that's our $65. So our interest rate is always the interest per annum divided by the total of the loan times by 100 to make it a percent. Okay, to go into a percent. So it's our 65 divided by the 5,000 that we borrowed times 100. Now I do write a percent symbol here. I'm not changing the value. Multiplying by something by 100% means timesing it by 1. But I don't put that percent symbol in my calculator. Okay, this 65 times over 5,000 times 100 gives me 1.3. Let's bring down that percent symbol, 1.3% per annum. Now I do need to draw your attention at this point to a mistake in the textbook. On example 21 in this exercise, they do have two mistakes actually. Firstly, here it says 2% per month, but in the answers, they're doing it per annum. Okay, so that should actually be per annum. Now, the other mistake they make is in that flat rate of interest. They have different numbers than I do. They've done a different example, but it's very similar. They haven't divided by 5 because theirs was also a 5-year loan. Okay, so they should have divided by 5. Now, the answers to the examples in the textbook are correct. There are questions in the textbook on this, and in those ones they have done it per year as they should have. So the example is incorrect, but when you go to do the questions in the textbook, okay, it's question 2, and that's in the extension textbook and the advanced textbook. They're saying the flat rate of interest per annum. Okay, and the answers in the back of the book, it will be per year. So you do have to do that interest per annum, okay, make it into years. So just be a little bit careful with that.